Hey y'all, welcome to Night Sky Wisdom and Tarot. I'm Alex. I'm here to bring you Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, North Node, general love and career reading or finance reading for the upcoming week. So I've changed my format a little bit. Now I'm able to read for all signs by including each topic in the reading. So it should generate auto chapters to separate it. If not, I will start doing timestamps next week. So for now, just bear with me as I work through these changes. Welcome cross watchers as well to the channel. And if you don't mind, please go ahead and hit that like button as it really helps me out with the YouTube algorithm. So I'm going to start off with your general section and then move into love. Spirit, what are the general messages for Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, North Node for the upcoming week? What are the general energy messages for Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, North Node for the upcoming week? Sorry, guys. Spam calls. I apologize. Let me turn that off. Spirit, what are the general energy readings? Usually my ringer is off, but my kids are not with me. And since they're visiting with family, I have it on all the time now. So I do apologize for that interruption. Let me move this down a bit, because we're going to need more space. Okay. Indecision. I use my intuition in all aspects of my life. Balance is so funny because Libras, you're all about balance. I bring a state of perfect harmony into my world, and I do so without judgment. And fear. I realize that I am testing my resolve to live in the energy of love. Okay, so it looks like in the upcoming week, indecision, balance, and fear. Libra, I think in the upcoming week, you have some decisions to make for your own well-being that may very well ruffle some of the feathers of those around you. And the thing about Libras is you all are very much about balance and peace and harmony, but sometimes it can go too far into the realm of having to have perceived balance, but not necessarily actual balance, meaning it's all about not rocking the boat and not actually alchemizing the energy sometimes. So what happens is you might have a situation in your life or in your energy in the upcoming week that requires you to tell somebody no, who you know that it's going to be an issue, or somebody that you really care about, and maybe it's not an issue for them, but it's just that you want to be there for people, but maybe, you're a little bit overstretched for the week or overcommitted, or you just don't want to do it. And so what Spirit is saying is that use your intuition and act promptly. If the answer is no, let it be no. Don't leave people in a state of limbo because it stresses you out further in the process. Don't be afraid to use your power of no in the upcoming week. That is how you're going to actually maintain balance internally and not be so concerned with the perceived notion that people have that you can be all things to all people, because it's not fair to you. Okay, so actual balance is achieved by saying no when you know you need to say no, and not so much worrying about how people think about it. Because you know what? The moment that they express displeasure, I guarantee you, if it's people that truly love you, they'll be over it very briefly. Okay, so learning the power of no in the upcoming week, or maybe not even learning it. It's just preparing you that you're going to have one of those moments. I'm feeling like a lot of you already know, have learned about overextending yourselves and kind of, surpass that hurdle in your life, but it's going to be showing itself in the upcoming week. What to know, what to do, what to release, and what to think about. So in the upcoming week, so it's confirming the oracle messages. 7 of Wands is about standing your ground, defending your beliefs, and just staying the course. Basically, your no means no, and that's what you're going to have to do for this week. People are going to be coming at you left and right, and I think the frustration may be, it might not be the same person pushing or insisting, but sometimes people see you barely keeping afloat, and they always have to test, right? They always have to see. They know good and well it's not fair to ask you to do one more thing, to bring one more item to the PTA meeting. Most of us are out of school, or kids are out of school, but just as an example, can you make one more stop on the way to my house, even though you're already catering this whole event that I'm having today? Can you watch my kids and your kids, even though you already have a house full and your hands full? Like, people are going to try you and have the audacity. You're going to have to stand your ground, but not do it in such a way that you get overly irritable, because I feel like it's going to be multiple people testing your energy. I don't know what's going on astrologically, but that could have something to do with it. But your boundaries are going to need to remain firm and high and clear. What you need to do, Five of Pentacles, this is really about, I think this is more your perception of what happens when you tell people no, but Five of Pentacles, whether it's your perception or their perception after they feel left out, is a fallacy. It's about people feeling like, oh, I've been left out, I'm cold, I'm hungry, I'm sick, I'm ill, and I have no way to get food or money or shelter. But in the Five of Pentacles cards, it's all a fallacy. They have access to the money and they have entry to the chapel, but the problem is the red carpet is not being laid out for them. And so it's like a being in your feelings type of thing, even though you're not really left out in the cold. You're going to have to be willing to allow people to play this game of, oh, woe is me, and still leave them out there. Now, if they want to do for themselves and meet you halfway and, do their part, that's fine, but you're not going to do it for them. Release, full energy. I really think this is about you not being a fool, Libra, literally, but embodying the energy of the Fool card usually when you say yes to people. Libras love to help. They love to be of assistance, but it's a mutual exchange a lot of times, to where it's about helping the other person, but it's also about making yourself feel good. But what happens is sometimes you overextend to the point where now you're draining yourself in the process of trying to help others, and again, not really thinking about whether or not it really is, you have the energy to put towards it. So you're being asked to release that. The Fool leaps forward blindly, without thinking, with very little baggage, and the baggage could equate to wisdom and knowledge sometimes. I oftentimes think that the Fool carries their wisdom or knowledge from past events in this little bag, so as to not carry like bitterness or pain, but just the lessons themselves. But Spirit is saying that you need to not be so quick to tell everyone yes this upcoming week, and to sit in your power. Think about Queen of Pentacles. Queen of Pentacles is Earth Mother energy. It's also Capricorn energy. It's very much about being nurturing and loving, but Queen of Pentacles does so from her throne. Now, if people come to her and make the journey to her, she is able to share her wisdom, her wealth, and her abundance. But it's like they have to meet her halfway. She's not leaving her post to go out and, feed the multitudes. At least that's not the impression that you get from this card. So as loving and as helpful as she is, you do have to approach with some level of respect and do your part to garner her attention and her assistance. And so think about sitting in your power and whatever goals you have that you're trying to reach right now, how can you do that when you're too busy doing legwork for other people? So this week, Libra, to help you stay in balance, just remember it's as simple as the power of no. So now let's move into your lower portion. I'm going to pull some Doreen's virtual, what are these called? The Romance Angels. And then I'll determine from there if I want to do tarot or Kipper. Spirit, what are the messages for Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, North Node for the upcoming week? Spirit, what are the messages for Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, North Node for the upcoming week? One more. Okay. Free yourself. It's time to take back control of your life. Flirt. Extend your light-hearted energy to others. Let your friends help you. Ask for and accept support from others. So immediately off the bat, again, I feel like this love reading also is about you overextending yourself. I do get a strong message that this is for Libras that are in relationships or in some kind of past the beginning stages, right? Relationships, situationships, marriages, commitments, definitely not dating stage. It's time for you to take control of your life. I do feel like some of you may have partners to where the energy of flirtation and dating and being lighthearted has kind of left the room. It doesn't have to be permanent, but right now it's a phase of not really flirting, not really dating. It's all about business. And I feel that a lot of you, definitely feeling drawn to Kipper, a lot of you realize this, but maybe your partners don't so much, or they just feel like this is a part of what being with them is about. I'm not sure, but it's saying let your friends help you. Ask for and accept support from others. So I don't know if you have children involved in the situation, or if you have your own thing where you need support for your individual ventures, but it's like you spent a lot of time helping your partner and now you feel like you're not getting it back. I really feel like that flirt energy is there because that passion needs to be restored to the relationship. Let me see. Y'all might get a double. I might do Kipper and Tarot. Let's do Kipper to get more specifics on the scenario maybe, and then maybe Tarot to get some, we'll see. What are some additional messages for Libra for love and romance for the upcoming week? What are the additional messages? Please help make it clear. Okay, so let's see what we get. Gift. It's funny, not funny though. Expectations. Concern, yeah. So I'm strongly getting that maybe your partner feels like either gifts, there's something that they feel like suffices. It doesn't necessarily have to be gifts. But in place of time, attention, dating each other, flirting with each other, you know, romantic things, I feel like your partner has this expectation that gift energy, whatever is coming from, replaces the energy of you two having that heart-to-heart time. I mean, you know, that person-to-person time, that flirtatious energy, kind of, you know, that energy you have when you're trying to revive the relationship or when the relationship is new and it's really starting to concern you. Maybe that's how you guys started off. But as my grandmother, may God rest her soul, used to always say, you start off how you want to end up. And maybe that you're realizing that that's not enough. And so it's causing some concern because there's definitely some passion that needs to be renewed in the relationship. Let me pull a couple of tarot, or 3 tarot cards. I'm going to pull you, them, and then the relationship is going to be in the middle. I want to see you. Tower. Them. No, this is the relationship. Ace of Wands. That's definitely what's lacking in them. So here's the problem. You are realizing, or you're having an epiphany that maybe what initially started off this relationship and made you happy is not enough. This person that you're with, I feel, is either a business person, somebody who's very logical minded, maybe an entrepreneur. They're represented by the Queen of Swords, someone who's very much in their headspace. Over here for you is the Tower. So it's like, the Tower is about a rapid deterioration or breakdown of old foundations that no longer serve us, ideas that really don't build solid homes for us, or solid foundations for us upon which we can build our homes, our lives, you know, our day-to-day. Ace of Wands for the relationship, but I really feel like this is an indication of clearly like this hand is the hand of God saying this is what's missing from the relationship. Can we get a card for advice though? What's the advice? Spirit, what's the advice for Libra and their partner? Ten of Cups. I don't read reversals, so but I will say I do read the energy of reversals. So 10 of Cups is about painting the picture and living out the picture you paint in your head about ultimate fulfillment. Really, it's about reframing this, because I feel like what happened was maybe 10 of Pentacles was more the initial plan. 10 of Cups is about not only having enough abundance financially to support yourself, but enough love and happiness so that even if you didn't, you wouldn't even notice, right? But it's about having it all. And if you really want to have it all, it is very possible to include the cups in the picture of completion. It's the joy, aspect of, 10 of Pentacles and 10 of Cups are very similar, but what 10 of Cups has that 10 of Pentacles doesn't is an overabundance of joy and happiness and satisfaction, and ultimately peace. So the only thing I can say is that Spirit's asking you all to really have a serious conversation with your partner about what having it all means and how you can incorporate things into your life to where, yes, you are financially sound. Yes, you may have businesses, they may have businesses, they have obligations, but even in the smallest of ways, you can incorporate things to infuse that passion back in. It doesn't have to be 10 days on a yacht to Greece. It could be, breakfast. It could be a breakfast date in the car before you or they or both of you go in the office. It could be a coffee date. It could be a Zoom call, putting each other on your calendars to have a Zoom meeting, or where in which you have your snack or your lunch and you talk to each other about what's going on. But you have to be creative, okay? And so last but not least, let's go into career and finance. I'm going to restart because it's going to time out at about 20 minutes. So let me go ahead and do it now. Okay, so for career and finance, we're going to start off with the Moonology Oracle card and then go into Tarot. So Spirit, what are the messages for Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus and North Node for the upcoming week? What are the money messages for Venus? Oh my goodness. Why do I keep saying... I don't know why that would be of importance, but it may be for some of y'all. I know y'all are ruled by Venus, but anyway. Spirit, what are the money messages for Libras for the upcoming week? Spirit, what's the money messages for Libra for the upcoming week? Here we go. That felt like that was it. It's time to take action. Emotions are running high. Communication is key. Lord, Libra, we're back to partnership and finances. So, okay, we're back to partnership. This is really, this is about how you handle money in a relationship situation. So there's something going on where there's a disagreement about money. I don't know if somebody pulled a bait and switch on somebody's not meeting their obligations, somebody's overspending, but you are definitely being encouraged to communicate with each other and try to take the emotion away from the situation, because there is a lot of reactivity going on right now surrounding money. But the thing is, it may have been being put off for a long time, and now is the time. New moon in Aries, Aries being a cardinal sign. Now is the time to take action. It's deteriorating the relationship. And maybe this is why in the love reading, a lot of the romance has gone out of the picture as well, because maybe one or both of you are stressed about money issues right now. Because it says it's time to take action and communication is key, I feel like there's someone who isn't... has maybe veered from the agreed upon path when it comes to how money is handled. Or maybe you guys really didn't discuss money because, you know, in the beginning of the relationship, it was like, oh, it's all about us. It's team you, boo. Whatever you want, you can have. And now the reality has set in and it's like, wait a minute, you know, I didn't mean you spend this much. You get what I'm saying? Or maybe it's the opposite. It's like going along with the extra strict budget and it's like, okay, this is getting old. You mean we can never have any fun? But there's something about expectations surrounding money. And there's a lot of resentment. I can feel the resentment. Let's do a 5-card tarot spread to see where this came from, where it's going, what's the problem, okay? Spirit, what are the tarot messages for Libra regarding money, career, and finances for the upcoming week? I'm not doing flip popper, Spirit. I'm gonna cut. Okay. So you all are definitely recalibrating. You all are recalibrating, and the problem is that there's somebody who just doesn't want to talk about it or address it. And it's probably the person whose way is being had the most. So if you're the one doing all the spending and you're avoiding the discussion about, you know, readdressing if your partner feels like it's a problem and you're trying to dodge the conversation or you're brushing it off, because I also get brush off energy from this 2 of Swords. It's creating problems way deeper than you realize. You're not helping yourself by dodging this. And if it's the other way around and the other person is doing it, they are intentionally, continuously dodging this conversation. And I don't know if you're going to have to write an email, plan a date, plan some time, but y'all can't keep going on like this. Now, it looks like in the recent past, so this is the victory card, 6 of Wands. Wands is fire and passion, but it's also about notoriety. Sometimes it's about award ceremonies, acknowledging accomplishments. So here's the thing. I do feel like one or both of you in the past really approach things like, every time you do something nice, every time they do something nice, let's spend some money to celebrate it. And it probably was not a small amount. Okay. So this is the victory card. I'm getting like, okay, the boots, the jacket, you know, the wreath, the decor. There's a lot going on in this card. So whatever the money is going out on, I don't believe it's on things that are a basic need. But now somebody's like, no, this isn't working anymore. Right? But they're not wanting to talk about it. They're just wanting to do it. 8 of Cups is about walking away without cleaning up your mess as well, though. Because if you notice, he stacked these cups up this particular way. He's not taking the time to disassemble or, you know, break down this figurine, whatever this is that he built up, this wall. He's not taking time to take them back down and take them with him. He's just like, nah, I don't want to do it like this anymore. Walking away. So whether male or female in your actual situation, I think this is a man in this card. But and in the near future, it's like 7 of Cups, trying to decide how to move forward or how to rearrange or how to handle things differently. But it's like this same person who's walking away is the one making the decisions. Meanwhile, the other partner is just kind of waiting on what they decide to do. They're not communicating. Your outcome for this is Page of Wands, and there's so many different things about Page of Wands. First of all, Page of Wands is about passionate messages and communication, but I don't know that that's the best thing. It could be an argument. I don't get it, like tower type argument, but it could be arguments, disagreements. I don't get it on the more positive side. I get it on more of the negative side. Also, pages are very immature. So pages don't have a lot of self-control in delivering their messages or who they get their information from. There's not a lot of fact checking. There's not a lot of care. It's about speed. So be prepared to have some conversations, but you're going to have to play defense a little bit. And, well, actually, you're going to have to play on the offense. You're going to have to play both sides. You're going to have to, one, be prepared to not hear information back in the way you want to hear it. And temper yourself to be able to not add fuel to the fire. Two, you're going to have to really be creative about sitting down, how you're going to sit down and have this conversation. Everybody's not open to, like, some people are just so that stubborn that no matter how many ways you present to them, we need to talk, it just doesn't get through. So Spirit is saying that, you know, unfortunately, I don't see that as a message of this whole issue getting resolved in the upcoming week. Spirit is aware, they have your back, and they're saying don't feed into the chaos of it. Do what you can do, and then walk away, and then woosah yourself. You know, find your calm and your peace in whatever way you can, because this person is just not in the most mature space to have this discussion right now. I'm sorry. I would love for tarot to always give an, you know, easy answer, but it's not like that. But the good thing is you're prepared if this is your story. So anyway, I hope this helps. Please make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And until next time, Libra, bye.